Thank you. It's an honor to be here at this briefing with all of you and the people on this panel, to be partnering with their organizations, with the CDC and other federal agencies, and to really begin the journey, as you heard today, of stopping abuse. We are here as the National Partnership to End Interpersonal Violence Across the Lifespan to help provide a unified effort, not to reinvent the wheel, but to build upon the organizations, community-based, victims' rights, and others who have been doing this work for quite some time. As you've heard, it's time to move the country in a different direction. We are trying to coordinate a plan to do that. As you've heard today and elsewhere, interpersonal violence is all interconnected. We have to stop focusing on the symptoms and the individual issues and look at the picture. That's the key. It is affecting healthcare, public health, socially. This is a problem in all domains that has criminal justice implications. We must focus on prevention and education so everyone, as our panelists have talked about from their own experiences and you in the audience, can feel safe in their own homes, feel safe in their schools, feel safe on their streets, feel safe in their communities. We don't have that. We need to begin that process by working together with a unified message. If we don't, the statistics you saw will continue to grow. The National Partnership to End Interpersonal Violence Across the Lifespan are organizations, agencies, state, federal, private, universities, individuals coming together. If you happen to look at the poster outside, you'll see the organizations who were members and partners and helping 4 months ago. If you look over here, you'll see all the ones involved now. We are growing by month in every state in this country with the unified message of it's time to stop abuse and interpersonal violence. You've heard some of the statistics. Let's remind ourselves of some of them. Nearly 1 in every 5 women are sexually assaulted in their lifetime. 1 in every 5. If you take 28 children in a typical classroom, 4 of them will be physically or sexually abused before they graduate high school. Elder abuse, youth violence, all these are interconnected. That is the key. That is our message. In a community with 80 homes, you've heard, 1/4 of them have violence going on. Children are being exposed. The effects our lifespan approach. People say, well, you can't change that. That's the way it's always been. How are you going to stop abuse in 25 years? I want to remind you of a few things. That same time span, if you go back 20 years, we weren't talking about breast cancer. Too private. Can't talk about that. We have a whole breast cancer movement sweeping this country. Recycle. Well, that's a behavior. People won't do that. They have to actually change behaviors. You can't get people to change behaviors. 20 years later, it's part of our routine. It's an accepted norm. Oh, well, alcohol, that's a compulsive behavior. People are going to continue to die because people go out and drive and drink. Can't change that. 25 years later, the accepted norm is you don't let friends drink and drive. We can change attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. So it's time to hit one that covers all those. Stopping abuse and violence. Not focusing just on the symptoms, but focusing on the root causes to change attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors. You heard the strategies that we're working on to develop a plan with your hope and your help. Prevention and education. Intervention. Effective intervention to help people recover and heal from trauma. In my language as a psychologist, trauma-informed care in all our systems. And reporting of abuse, proactively, bystander intervention. Not only to have all abuse reported, but effective systems to handle the reports and people well trained. That's the key. That's how we really move to prevention and victims' rights. To change our healthcare system, our social system, our medical system. That's our message. There are people in this room from the National Partnership, if you would stand. They represent researchers, practitioners, frontline workers, advocates, survivors from all disciplines: public health, social service, medicine, psychology, people in every walk of life, from all over the country. You too can become a part. There are flyers on your table and out there. You can become a part of this effort in helping us develop a plan to change the way we respond to violence and abuse and to stop it in the next 25 years. So we quit spending all this money in a time where money is so important. You've heard the individual statistics from CDC of what each thing costs us. When you add it up, can you even conceive of $500 billion in medical costs, health care, public health, criminal justice, social service, mental health? What we could do with a fraction of that money for prevention, education, intervention. So we're here to help, and we hope you will join us in this effort. Thank you.